Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So today we're starting chapter 5 and we're doing chapter 5 verse 1. So here both Prabhupada and Swami Mukandanand have given a summary of the first 4 chapters. So let me go over the Swami Mukandanand one because it's easier. The first chapter is basically Arjun saying, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight my teacher, my grandfather, my cousins, my family. I don't want to fight. Second chapter, Sri Krishna reveals to Arjun the science of the self, basically that we are the soul, not the body. And so he says that here as well, like, we are the soul and not the body. Acha, no, it's not in here. Okay. But yes, how to get out of this material engagement by Buddhi Yoga, which Buddhi means knowledge, and he's saying devotional service. So, and here he's in Swami Ukadanand is saying, Sri Krishna revealed to Arjun, explained that the soul is immortal, the body, nobody would die in the war. Yeah, so we're not the soul, we're not the body, we're the soul, and so we don't need to worry about that. And then he introduced the concept of karma yoga, and he says, since karma, which means any action that we do, it's not just eating food. Eating food is one of the biggest things that we can get out of by offering the food to God before we eat. But any action that we do will bind us. It will bind us either, and this is what I've learned in the Bhagavad Gita classes that I've been attending in person, that it'll bind us not just with good karma, with bad karma, but with good karma as well. And good karma means that we will go to the higher planets, not to, like, Vaikunt, or not to Golok, Vrindavan, which is our ultimate goal, but we will go to the higher planets where we enjoy the fruits of our good karma. But that's not helpful either, because when we go to those higher planets and we're enjoying so much, we're not focused as much. It's harder from there to get to Golok. So there is a high likelihood that we will fall back down on Earth. We'll come back down. It's not moksha really. It's just going to the higher planetary systems. So we will get bound either with good karma or bad karma, depending on what we're doing. And so the way to get to release all of that is do whatever we're doing. Instead of just doing karma, we do karma yoga. So karma is doing action. Karma yoga is doing actions. He calls it united with God through works, but basically dedicating the fruits of his works to God. That's karma yoga. And then in the third chapter, he says that performing one's duty is necessary because it helps to purify the mind. And if you've already achieved the purity of the mind, you're not obliged to do any duty. In the fourth chapter, he says, sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than any materialistic, ritualistic sacrifice. And all sacrifice ends in the knowledge of one's relationship with God. So at the end of the day, what we want is the knowledge of our relationship with God. We want to build that relationship with God. And so the confusion he created, apparently in Arjun's mind, is in 441. He talked about karma sannyas, in which ritualistic duties and obligations are renounced, and you just do devotional service only. And then in 442, he says, but fight. So Arjun is like, if you're asking me to renounce in 441, and then 442 you're asking, he doesn't obviously say the verse numbers, but first you're asking me to renounce, and then you're asking me to fight. Which is it? So that is the question this verse is asking. Okay. So here, Prabhupada says in 4th chapter, Lord told Arjun that all kinds of sacrificial work culminate in knowledge, and then fight. Okay, so let's sing the verse together. Arjuna uvacha Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha shansasi yachreya etayorekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. This is a fairly straightforward verse to understand. Arjuna Vacha, Arjuna said, Sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Sannyasam renunciation, karma is all activities. Krishna, oh Krishna. First you're saying renounce all activities. Punaryogam cha shansasi. So then puna again, yogam devotional service. Also cha shansachi you're praising. So also you're praising devotionals. Again you're also praising devotional service. Yat Shreya Etayorekam. Yat which Shreya is more beneficial. Which is more beneficial of these two? Which one of these two? Ekam is one. So which one of these two is more beneficial? Yachreyam etayorekam tanme bruhi suneshchitam. Tanme that unto me bruhi, please tell me definitely. Suneshchitam, like tell me, it's a Hindi word, like definitely, please tell me definitely. So that to me may bruhi, please tell suneshchitam. So, oh Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce work. Then again, you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me which definitely is, which of the two is more beneficial? And what he says here is Arjun said, "O Sri Krishna, you praised Karm Sannyas, the path of renunciation of actions, and you also advised to do Karm Yoga, work with devotion. Please tell me decisively which of the two is more beneficial." This is like Sunishchitam, decisively. Okay, so that's it for chapter 5, verse 1. We're going to do chapter 5, verse 2 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.